I accidentally made my video too short. Sorry about that. But I did make some progress, by the way. So sorry about that. So sorry about. I'm sorry I cut this short because I forgot to start the video in the first place. But everything's fine now. But everything's fine now. Prader-Willi syndrome is no joke. It's a very serious. If your child is... The truth is, you're never gonna... The truth is, you only stop growing when you die. Son, the first those with Prader-Willi syndrome. What the hell's going on? If you're told your child has Prader-Willi syndrome, welcome back, guys. This is the start of Futuristic apartment building type 2. This is, for this one, we'd be doing 3-bedroom apartments. This the truth is, even though patients with hypothyroidism appear to be overweight, even on the scale, they are actually not eating enough as it is. They are not eating enough as it is. Truth is, the only way for you to stop growing is to die. Because as long as you're living, you're growing. You are growing. As long as you're alive, you're still growing. The only way to stop growing permanently, the only way for you to stop growing is to die. You're still growing. Even if you pass the age of 25 or even 30, you're still growing. Even in your 40s, you're still growing. Sorry I cut this video short. I didn't realize I forgot to press the start. If a product doesn't have any calories, it's not food. The only way for it to be biologically considered food is for it to have calories. If you're you need calories to live. Fat-free anything that is, when you remove fats from the food that you consume, you're not just removing fats. You're also removing the nutrients along with that food. You're also removing nutrients. Calories doesn't just equal flavor, it also equals nutrients too. So when you remove fat from the food, you're also removing nutrients. You're not just removing the fat. You're also removing you're also removing very crucial nutrients. when you remove fat from the food you're consuming, you're not just removing fats. You're not just removing... You're not just removing fats. Even though you're also removing other vital nutrients too. Like, you know, vitamin A, which helps you see. Without that vitamin A, you go blind. You go blind without that vitamin A. Without those nutrients, you could actually end up going blind. I already constructed the house, by the way. You know, even if you don't have any memory of you consuming sugar, you're still... it's something... That sugar craving you still have is something you're born with. It's inborn. You know, it doesn't matter if you tried sugar or consuming sugar or not. You're still born with that craving. It's not something that goes away until you stop getting taller. Your child... you're told your child has Prader-Willi syndrome, be prepared. Because you'll never know when your child starts developing that insatiable appetite. You'll never know. It's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. If you're told your child has Prader-Willi syndrome, be prepared. Because you'll never know when your child starts developing that insatiable appetite. You'll never know if your child could develop the insatiable appetite associated with Prader-Willi syndrome or not. In some cases, it may never happen. Because you may never know when your child starts developing the insatiable appetite. It may or may not happen. Like, I'm talking about the insatiable appetite associated with Prader-Willi syndrome. If your child has... I was actually tested for Prader-Willi syndrome when I was like 12. The good news is, I do not have it. If I was told my son, if I had a child and I was told my child has Prader-Willi syndrome, That's how you pronounce it. I'd have to prepare myself for when the insatiable hunger starts to kick in. And if your child... It's not just Prader-Willi syndrome you need to have your child checked for as soon as they're born. And if I ever have kids, I'm gonna have them tested for Prader-Willi syndrome. Through genetic testing. If your child has Prader-Willi syndrome, be prepared for when the insatiable appetite happens. That's when you have to start locking up all the food. That's when you have to start locking up all the food. You have to start locking up all the food. If your child has, and it's not just Prader-Willi syndrome that you need to have your child checked for. And it's not just our exposure to fast food that is creating the obesogenic environment. The truth is a lot more cruel. What's really creating the environment of obesity fact that we are breathing in dirty air. Anyways, this should be it for part 1 of Futuristic Apartment Building Type 2. As always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked this video, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe for more. Don't forget to share this with your friends on social media, and as always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and choose. Don't forget, if you want to, you can support me on Patreon. Thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and choose.